welcome back to Dark Souls. I have been through hell trying to make this episode happen. Because after we recorded our last episode, I was like, you know what? I think I want to learn how to speedrun this game. And so, you know, I was taking notes from the world record, learning the route and all that stuff. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to try to put that all into practice. So I started a new character and immediately quit out so I could use like the speedrunner like save editor thing to make like a save state for the start of the game so I don't have to make a new character every time. And then instead, Dark Souls decided, hey, we're going to delete all of your save data. And this is not like a save editor issue because I hadn't even used it like in that context. It was literally like I started in the asylum, I quit out, and the game just got stuck in a loading screen forever. So I had to force quit it. And then when it came back, it acted like I had never played the game for the 300 hours that I had. So you may be noticing I have 10 million souls in the corner. We're just gonna ignore that. I'm probably gonna die to Calamite anyways. It doesn't matter. But basically, I used a glitch to duplicate a soul consumable item to get as many souls as I would ever need just to level all the way back up to exactly what we were at. Plus like a couple extra points in dex so I could use the Black Knight Halberd, and then I just swept the game with that. I tried to keep things as one-to-one to our original playthrough as possible, but I did screw a couple things up. First of all, accidentally said the wrong thing to Patches, so he got mad at me, so I killed him. And second, more importantly, I pissed off Onion Bro. Well, I didn't piss him off. I just didn't talk to him enough at the gate where you first find him. And so he just didn't show up in Orlando. So we can't complete that quest now, which sucks. If I remember to, I will put footage for like the rest of that here because I think it is like a pretty cool quest. And also it gives you like a full Titanite slab at the end, and there's only like 3 of those in the whole game.
Hey, editing Xander here. I kind of just wanted to explain a little bit more of how to do this in case you want to do it yourself. So this is kind of in a hidden breakable floor area over by Bed of Chaos. There's these enemies that Siegmeyer is going to fight with you, and the ending of his quest line is determined by whether or not he dies during that. So this guy damages them with arrows beforehand. Technically, you only need one to still be alive before he jumps down there.
Oh, excuse me. I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. Must be the warmth. Well, what's on your mind? No, don't tell me. Those monsters making life difficult for you? You need not be ashamed. We're all in the same boat, you know. I really have run up quite a debt to you. Perhaps the time has come. Friend, I have an idea. A good one, really. I will rush those dire fiends, and you can slip away in the confusion. Please, friend. I owe you much more than this. By the honor of the Knights of Katarina, allow me to assist you. And now, I go. Don't be slow. Come on! Over here, you fiends! Perish, foul creatures! I am Siegmeyer of Katarina, and you shall feel my wrath! But you, didn't you get away? Well, you've saved me, once again. Oh, thank goodness. I'm exhausted. I think I'll have a rest. Oh, don't you worry. The ground below me is my pillow. I'll recover shortly.
And then he falls asleep there like a goofus.
Well, hello again. I have finally located my father. All of your help was invaluable to us. Thank you so much. I was finally able to pass on my mother's last words. My father, he went on his final adventure. Don't worry. That's just the way he is. Undead or no. Sort of reassuring, really. He goes hollow. I'll just have to kill him again. My father, all hollow now. He's been subdued. He will cause no more trouble. It's finally over. I will return to Katerina. You assisted us so greatly. I can hardly return the favor, but please accept this. It's of no use to me now.
And there's the third Titanite slab in the game.
Dear Father.
So, I kind of wanted to show that off, but it is what it is at this point. Yeah. Anyways, now we're back on track. We are where we should be. And now we can just finish like the last 2 bosses of the game and just be done.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, like I love this game, but having to play it as rapidly as I did just to get back here was a little bit stressful, and I think I'm going to need a little bit of a break after this. So, with that being said, also, you're still here for some reason, and I'm not sure why, because I quit out of the game and reloaded, and usually that's supposed to despawn her. Not sure why that didn't happen. Anyways, Manus is dead. The only DLC boss we have left is Calamite, that black dragon we saw earlier.
Dragon.
Yeah.
These.
And to get him to a point where he is fightable, we have to go through a couple steps. We picked up the key for this door from a mimic earlier. And now we can climb up here. And there's a guy up here.
Friend?
Friend.
I'm sorry.
Have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. That old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Yeah, so this is Hakai Go? I don't remember how you actually say it. He is the 4th of Gwyn's Great Knights, and he's like a giant who's an archer, and he's just pretty cool. He also has a couple carvings for sale, which I'm just going to buy because I think they're pretty awesome.
He sells poop.
He does sell poop, and I'm not sure why.
Lead thy life.
Okay.
Are you gonna show the...
Yeah, I want to use them because they're silly.
Hello!
So yeah, he's just been up here making these carvings, and there's like 5 of these, I think. They say different things.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's my favorite one, and I don't remember where it's actually at. But yeah, anyway, so he's up there. You have to talk to him. At either before doing the next step or after. I don't think it really actually matters.
Mm.
Because, yeah, I think you can just, like, quit out of his conversation and then start it again, and then he will say the thing that you need him to. But basically, as it is right now, Calamite himself is not fightable. And he will just fucking obliterate you if you step into his arena.
Make you dead.
Yeah. It'll make you very crispy. Also, slightly annoying thing, every time you go to fight Calamite, there's like 3 dogs on the way there, and you gotta fight them every time. And it's so weird going from the Black Knight Halberd, one of the most OP weapons in the game, to the Dragonbone Fist.
Did you record all that footage?
I did not, no, because I didn't know how long it was gonna take, and I didn't want to have to sit and edit through all that because we're recording this the day before it goes up, and I'm already gonna have to do some editing to show Siegmeyer's quest anyways, and I didn't want to have to bother with that.
Yeah.
To be honest. But yeah, so this is Calamite's arena. This is actually the area that will eventually become the lake that the Hydra is in the forest in like present day. That's funny. The Titanite lizard jumped down to try to run away from me, but he was perfectly safe over there.
Dragon. Can you not avoid that?
Technically, you can trigger it and then run from it. And you only need to trigger it to, like, allow this fight to happen. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna... Yeah.
Dragon. D's.
Dragon D's.
Nuts.
Whoa.
Across your keyboard.
No, not my keyboard. He's gonna mess up all my inputs. He's gonna make me do a backstep. No one ever does those. Apparently in Elden Ring, they're like somewhat useful because backsteps, like if you do an attack right after them, they have like a unique attack for most weapons. So it adds like another tool to your arsenal, which is kind of cool.
Can you talk to him again?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, is the Black Dragon posing the duress?
Yes. He tried to light me up.
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Calamite. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but my intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
Yeah, obviously.
Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons.
And I wouldn't dare skip this cutscene.
This guy's really cool.
He is.
I think he's my favorite character.
He's a good character.
He's blind.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to shoot this dragon out of the sky
Yep.
because he's just that cool.
He is quite simply built different.
I would understand having a giant archer would be so good in fighting dragons.
Mm-hmm. Especially if he can do shit like that. Come on. Not only did he hit him, he pinned his wing so he can't, like, fully fly.
Yes. A truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
So yeah, he's basically like, all right, that's all I can do. Good luck with Calamite.
Can you come back and tell him after you kill him?
Yup. And he will be very proud of you.
Will we do that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Why not? So Calamite himself can be a tricky fight. He's got a couple really odd hitboxes. Oh, now you're gone. Weird. But yeah, he's got a couple weird hitboxes, and in general, he's pretty quick. And if you're in like a bad position when he does certain things, you can be kind of screwed. Obviously, we are wearing some pretty heavy armor here, so I'm not necessarily too worried about it, but also this is coming off the confidence of having swept the game with one of the most OP weapons and not this thing. Okay, these dogs, I just gotta say, are some of the most annoying things.
Rat dog.
Because the way it works out is like...
Is that a person?
They're like... I don't know what they are, to be honest.
They're weird. Sorry.
It might just be weird, like, solidified abyss goop.
Sorry, I saw that and I was like, what? Anyway, rat dog.
Yeah, so these guys, like... They like to do this big jump attack, like that. And they can just dodge out of the way, like, immediately after that. So you get time for one hit, and then they can be like, nope, your next hit just doesn't happen. And also, if your weapon hitbox is shitty like ours, then the first hit can just miss, and then you have to wait and bait out another, and it's a whole thing. Anyways, now there's a fog door here. Also, fun fact about this fight. So you do have to fight him down there. If you try to climb the ladder back up here, because it is technically in his arena, Calamite has a special attack where he will breathe fire all the way up the ladder. And if you make it all the way to the top, he has another special attack that just breathes fire all over that top platform. So you can't cheese him.
He can fly a little bit, but only shortly on the ground.
Yeah. Also, Calamite has a tail that you can cut, and it is the hardest tail cut in the game, bar none.
His fire is piss yellow.
Yeah, it's very oddly colored. Yeah, that is the only attack that lets you get a good hit on his tail, and you get like one at a time.
Oh, I see a treasure chest in the waterfall.
Yes, that treasure chest is the third Titanite slab in the game.
Mm.
So you get one from revisiting the asylum and killing Stray Demon. That's a sound effect, by the way.
I remember now.
Yup. But yeah, you get one Titanite slab from killing Stray Demon. You get one from finishing Siegmeyer's quest. And then you get one hidden in the waterfall here. That's pretty unfortunate. Yep. Okay, there it is. So I'm not going to pick up my souls because technically they are not legal. I don't remember how many I had last time. I don't care. It's only going to be worth like one level anyways. Once we're done with this boss, and one level is not going to make that much of a difference. Yeah, technically the extra dex that I invested in to use the halberd, it doesn't benefit our weapon because our weapon doesn't scale with dex at all. It's only strength. But every level gives like a very small boost to your HP. So technically, we're a little bit over leveled anyways. And that's my excuse for not giving a hoot. Here's the dogs again. See, this is what I mean by the dodge. Thank you. This dog's AI can freak out a little bit and get him kind of stuck on terrain here, which is really funny.
Oh,
He does get unstuck eventually.
he's coming closer.
Yeah. I'm so proud of him.
I'm not.
Why? He solved the maze.
It was not a fucking maze.
Yes, it was. I don't know what you're talking about. Look at this. Oh no, I'm lost already. Anyways. Also, what rings do I have equipped? Yeah, that's fine.
What do you think Calamit's favorite song is?
Back in Black. I don't know. It just seems like a AC/DC fan in like a derogatory way. No shade to AC/DC fans. They're fine for the most part.
Red Hot Chili Pepper fans, on the other hand, he's like, I like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I was gonna say I didn't know you had such ire.
No. I just remember one of our friends stand up where he made jokes about Red Hot Chili Pepper fans being all stoners.
I forgot about that.
Which there's nothing wrong with stoners. I was just joshing.
That was a bad heal. That was a really bad heal.
Can I ask you dumb questions while you kill this guy, or do you need
Yeah,
to
no, totally.
Okay. I didn't know if you need to concentrate.
No, this boss isn't as bad as Artorias and Manus, I think. He's just got a couple janky attacks that are not immediately apparent on how to dodge.
So what do you think Nito's favorite song is? Oh, he let it drop. That's some wet ass dragon.
I rolled backwards, no. I'm actually a fraud, I'm throwing. It's a good thing we have so many Estus flasks from that fire. I told you guys, most important fire in this DLC.
Yeah, Nito's favorite song is WAP.
Sure. Even though he is a dried out husk of several skeletons in a trench coat.
Yeah, it's his song of longing. He wishes for moisture.
He's living vicariously through Megan Thee Stallion.
He just listens to it because he's like, oh, I love horses. She's Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes, I've always wanted a stallion.
I don't know anything about Nito. I look at him and he's not scary to me. I just really like Nito.
Uh-oh, I got by the grab. That's a grab, by the way.
That's like, he grabs you with his mind powers.
Yeah, he does. And now I have a little orange orb above me.
Is it like the Sword of Damocles?
Kinda, but not really. You're not actually that far off. God damn it.
I don't know what, I just know what that does in Isaac, and it's referenced in a Beetlejuice song. I just know it's a sword that kills people.
Yeah. While this is above me, I take more damage from everything. The Sword of Damocles itself is, I think that's like an ancient Greek thing. And it's basically like, this guy wanted the throne real bad, and then the guy who had the throne was like, yeah, you can have it. And then he had the throne, but it had a sword hanging above it by a thread. And so, you know, it would just like fall and kill him.
It's from some Bible writings that are usually not included in the Bible.
Oh, really?
They're in my big Bible I have, but the Apocryphal,
Oh, yeah, sure.
an allusion to the imminent and ever-present peril faced by those in positions of power.
That head swipe attack is one of the janky hitboxes that I mean when I say that this boss has janky hitboxes. Because it lasts like just barely long enough that it will still catch a roll. And so it can like... Man, I have not dodged that correctly a single time today. But yeah, it's like... It can drag you to the side and like bring you along with the head, basically. And if it does that, then the hitbox on it lasts just long enough to still catch you, even if you time your roll perfectly. Like, it's literally the hitbox lasts longer than the roll. Yeah, I just like to roll backwards during that. You can go through the fire, but I think why risk it if you're far enough away anyways. And there we go.
Nice. I was too busy Googling the Sword of Damocles to pay attention. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I wanted to know what that was.
Calamity drops a funny ring. It's called the Calamity Ring.
Sometimes do you ever wonder, also that's a cool ring.
It is. While you're wearing it, you receive double damage from everything. It has no practical use. A useless ring befitting of no finger, best left unknown or at least well hidden.
It makes me think of the Eye of Sauron a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you ever think sometimes you get things in games just too late for them to be useful?
Yeah.
I mean, with this, there's like New Game Plus, at least.
Yes.
So like you could go into your next playthrough and you can wear the ring if you want to be in.
If you want to do New Game Plus on double damage, just play like New Game Plus 4.
Yeah, but that means you have to play the game 2 more times after this.
Yeah.
So,
This game goes all the way up to New Game Plus 7 before it stops increasing in difficulty, by the way. Oh, what am I doing? I can just bone out. Oh, I grabbed my souls. Oh, they're not legal. Oh God. Oh fuck.
it's whatever. I'm sure no one will care.
I'm not gonna use them. I don't.
What do we got to do after this? Go kill Gwen?
Yeah, pretty much. I also want to fist fight some NPCs because I think it would be funny.
It's not Gwen, it's Gwyn?
Gwyn.
Gwyn. I always say Gwen.
You do. Think like instead of the E in Gwen, it's a Y.
He's not the Spider-Verse character. He is an old gilf.
Anyways.
Thou hast defeated Calamite. Wondrously played. Lord Gwyn's blessing upon thee. That beast will never take to the skies again.
Yeah.
Celebrate with poop!
Yeah, you can also buy Goss great arrows. So there's bows, right? And then there's crossbows. There are also like 2 great bows in the entire game. One of them you get kind of over by the giant blacksmith. And the other one, I think you have to kill him for.
I wouldn't want to do that.
I wouldn't either. But if you have a great bow and you really want to make it work, Goss great arrows are the way to go, from what I understand. I've never actually given them a shot.
Oh, proud human, may every honor be bestowed upon thee.
Yeah, anyways, he's cool.
So who's first on the chopping block?
That is the question. I think I would like to do Quelaag's sister first for the extra Firekeeper soul.
Okay.
Because you can pretty much do this anytime after you beat Bed of Chaos. Like, because you don't ever need that bonfire again unless you are really wanting like her specific covenant rewards, which are like 2 pyromancies. So like it's not a huge deal. I'm actually gonna kill this guy first.
Because he aggroes if you attack her.
Yeah. And he also explodes into worms, and the worms are dangerous.
How do you know if you get pregnant?
You'll know. It is a very obvious grab attack. And then a little while after that, you'll start scratching your head, and then a little while after that, it will hatch. And if you don't know what we're talking about, Google Dark Souls impregnation to find out more. No.
Do it on your school computer.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Anyways. Oh wow, she's got health. That's crazy. We get a Firekeeper soul from that. Now we can't use that bonfire anymore. But yeah, him and the egg guys right before Quelaag, and the guys a little bit down like the ramp from this. Not these guys specifically. Actually, it might only be a couple of these down here. Yeah, it's the ones who aggro at you. They have a grab attack that if you get got by it, it basically plants a parasite in your head, and then eventually it will hatch into...
Beautiful baby.
Yeah, it gives you like an egg head. And that replaces your kick attack with like spawning a little worm that like jumps out and does like 6 damage. It is not practical whatsoever, but if you have the egg head, then what's his face over by Quelaag's sister will sell you more stuff, because he'll be like, oh, I see you're devoted now. Anyways, back to Firelink Shrine. So Patches will not be here, even though we would have been otherwise. Laurentius will also not be here, and Griggs will not be here just because I didn't bother with them to start with. Logan will not be over in Duke's archives because I didn't do that either. Technically, you can talk to this guy like at any time, and eventually he will hollow out, and then you'll have to fight him anyways.
Did you ring the second?
So yeah, he's like, once you ring the first couple bells, he notices that Frampt is nearby and is like, he's smelly and he snores a lot. I don't like it. And then he goes down to New Londo Ruins and becomes hollow.
He was like, I can't deal with that smelly ass worm. I'm gonna go kill myself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was that okay to say?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, before I do any NPC murdering, I'm just going to reinforce that Estus Flask. I will not be killing her, because there's no Firekeepers left to give her soul to. But the highest that your Estus Flask can get upgraded to is +7. So if you bring a Firekeeper soul into New Game Plus, I think. Or no, if you just like kill a Firekeeper in New Game Plus and then use their soul to upgrade it further, you can get up to +7 before the game is like, no, we're not going to upgrade this anymore.
How's he rat? You have.
Wow, that actually stun locked him. That's kind of crazy. Honestly, he's not like that much of a slouch. He can parry you, which is pretty dangerous if you like decide to hit him right away. If you get here immediately and hit him, it actually takes a couple hits for him to even aggro on you, and every single hit he's like, ow, stop it, as like a very obvious way to be like, hey, maybe don't hit characters who don't hit back. But yeah. Normally I wouldn't even leave him alive for that long, but I just wanted to show that off. Oh yeah, I killed Petrus immediately on this file. And then when the rest of the cleric bros showed up, they immediately aggroed on me. And Rhea was over here, and I had to kill her, and I felt very bad about that because she does not fight back, and it makes you feel really bad. She like backs away from you, and there is nothing that she can really do about it. Let's see here, who else we got? Ooh, there is... Actually, let's just warp there. That'll be faster. At the Undead Parish. There's a non-zero chance that I very much die here, by the way, because Andre is no slouch. Yeah, he hit me with the drop kick. He's actually being very kind to me. There we go. He can just unlock you to death with punches.
He had the crest of Artorias.
Yeah.
Was he Artorias' blacksmith?
I don't know how he got it originally. He just sells the crest to open the door in the forest. The forest door. I'm not going to show off any Forest Hunter Covenant stuff, but there's like a whole other merchant that you can access there. Named Sheba. And if you kill him and his bodyguard, they drop 2 unique rings, which is cool. One of them is the flip ring. So if you're at 25% equip load or less, it turns your roll into a flip, or like a cartwheel type thing. And it literally just gives your roll more iframes on top of it already being a light roll. And like, it's pretty sick. And then Shiva's ring just decreases like how much your weapon durability degrades by, which is like okay in some situations, but not always the most applicable. Anyways, I'm gonna run over here. Oh, I forgot I can just warp to this fire. I always forget that.
It seems kind of hard to remember which ones you can and can't.
Yeah. Future Dark Souls games do not have that problem, and they just make every fire warpable. I don't know why they didn't do that in this game. Technically, I could fight that Drake on the bridge, but I'm pretty sure I would still get smoked. Just because I've never had a good time fighting him. Let's put it that way.
The dragon picks you up, and he's just like...
Yeah.
He just smokes you.
We're headed over here, because I don't remember if I actually did this or not. There we go. I did not. This guy's still alive.
Why me?
Why me? Because you're creepy as shit.
So he drops the Residence Key, which you need to unlock the door for Griggs. And the Orange Guidance Soapstone and Dried Finger, which you cannot get otherwise, and that's like multiplayer stuff. The Orange Soapstone just lets you write messages. He also drops the Uchigatana, which is apparently a pretty solid dex weapon. I've never actually used it, but I would be very interested sometime.
I've used it before.
You have used it before. How was it?
Good.
Yeah. Let's see here. I don't know. There's really not that many left. We can go kill Giant Blacksmith. We can do Vamos.
Why are you killing people?
Just because I want to show off what they drop, pretty much. And also, this is a good way to That almost got me. This is a good way to gather a bunch of humanity at the end of a playthrough, basically before you bring it through to New Game Plus, if that matters at all to you. Because most NPCs drop humanity. The only one off the top of my head that doesn't is the crestfallen guy at Firelink Shrine, which is presumably a joke about how like hollowed out he is.
He's on the edge.
But yeah, I think Petrus drops like 7 humanity or something like that. So like, it's not like small amounts most of the time. Yeah, Andre also drops Crest Fortorius, which otherwise you can buy from him for 20,000 souls. And his blacksmith hammer, which is a weapon that you can use. This guy has the same moveset as any other giant. I don't feel great about that, to be honest. But he drops the Blacksmith Giant Hammer, which, fun fact, is the best weapon in the game for Soul Level 1 runs. Because it is just barely two-handable and does the most damage with the least amount of stat investment that you can have, basically. Then we can go to Catacombs.
Catacombs?
I always remember where that one is at because that's like the bonfire that they added in Remastered, and so it's all the way at the bottom of the list.
Trying to cause trouble, are you? I am Thanos the blacksmith, and I know.
Yeah, he's got like a unique moveset and everything, which is kind of cool. He also drops his sick-ass Viking helmet, which is kind of neat.
Whoa.
But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's...
And you're not gonna kill anyone in the DLC?
No.
Because that would be too mean.
We just made friends with Goff.
Yeah, and if you killed him, I would be mad.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. There are certain lines that I will not be crossing here. Anyways, it's time we finish this game, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not punching Cramped to try and kill him, by the way. I just figured I would throw that out there.
Withering snake.
I'm just waking him up. Technically, if you do punch him, you can get him to be pissed off at you, and then he just leaves forever, and then you have to, like, jump down the pit on your own. Which you can survive via, like, magic, but, then you have, no snake friends. Think about that.
I want snake friends. At least these snakes.
True. Anyways, now we can open up this door.
Sorry, there was a plastic tag in my
Oh, and your
thing.
fuzzy robe.
Yeah, and it was hurting. If I turn a certain way, my hair green screens.
Ooh. Yeah, Vinny dyed his hair kind of a bluish green, and it's like similar enough to the green screen that it kind of upsets it, I guess.
I don't think it's that close. I just think it's silly, but that's okay.
It's close enough. But yeah, down here we approach the kiln of the first flame.
Nuke went off.
Yeah. This is a really sick area, and I also have no idea where it actually is in the world. Because, like, supposedly this is below Firelink Shrine, right? But, like, you can see the sun and stuff.
Well, I mean, when you go to the lake at the bottom, there's like a sky.
True. Anyways, there are Black Knights down here, and they are the only respawning Black Knights in the entire game. So, if you want to farm for their weapons, like this Black Knight sword here, then this is the place to get them if you had bad luck everywhere else, basically. There is one for each type, plus like an extra of just like the regular sword user. So like there's this guy with the great sword. Their armor set is over here as well. Nice miss. I put on the Hornet Ring, which we got in Sif's boss arena, which boosts the damage of critical attacks, so backstabs and parries, because Gwyn is the only boss in the game that is parryable. And parrying him makes the fight a lot easier. It is still very much possible to beat him without it, but it does get quite a bit more difficult. So I will be relying on parry strats for this. Here's the other just regular sword guy. Oops. 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 Yeah, let me just equip the parry equipment and then fuck up all of my parries anyways, because I'm bad at the game. There we go. First try.
In the butt.
Yeah, a parry plus a backstab, even with this awful, awful weapon, is still enough. Also, the Lord Vessel Fire is apparently just strong enough on its own to just give us 20 Estus.
Oh.
So you don't have to reinforce it or anything.
I was kind of curious about that.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. In addition to all the Black Knight weapons, you can also get the Black Knight Shield, which is a pretty great shield for this fight. Because it blocks 100% physical and 95% fire. I will give you a hint. Gwyn, the progenitor of the Age of Fire, does partial fire damage. Hey, I've never gotten that axe before. That's cool. I've always wanted to use that, but like the only Black Knights with axes are like pretty out of the way, and so it's just like never been like a super practical option, I guess.
That's valid.
But yeah, these are hands down some of the best weapons in the game. Also, they drop various colors of Titanite chunks 100% of the time. So this is a great place for Titanite chunk farming.
If you really need to upgrade your stuff.
Yeah. The only place to get Titanite slabs is from the Dark Wraiths in the New Londo Ruins. That's the only place you can get them renewably, which is a little unfortunate. But yeah, the Black Knight shield here, 95% fire is like insanely good. The only reason I'm not going to use it here is because it puts us over carry weight. And I don't want to take off the funny ring, so we're just not going to. Anyways, here's Gwyn. He doesn't have an intro cutscene. He just kind of walks toward you.
Doesn't he jump?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always opens with that attack. I'm honestly kind of surprised I messed up the parry timing here. But yeah, he's generally a pretty aggressive boss. That doesn't give you a whole lot of room to like heal or anything like that. except when he whiffs those grab attacks, that's like a big opportunity. Man, a 5-hit? That's pretty rough.
This is gonna be a 5-hit Gwen? Is that what you're meaning?
Yeah. I don't know. I've had weapons that with Hornet Ring can kill Gwen in 3 parries without any extra hits needed. Although he is giving me insanely good RNG right now. Because he can do either like a slow swipe or a fast one, and he just keeps giving me the slow one. That's not enough? Come on. Get out of here, man. Yeah. Once you know how to parry him, he's really not a hard boss, but it's kind of poetic how pathetic he is. Because, like...
I mean, he was really strong once upon a time ago.
Yeah, but now this is a broken man. And so, yeah, now that he's gone, the fire is out, and we can choose to either relink it ourselves, or we can just leave. And that gives you 2 different endings. I like to do, just in terms of role play or whatever makes the most sense for my character. And right now my character has no reason not to do this, so sure.
You take your clothes off?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for style, because I think it's funny. I think it's funny to have, like, this crispy piece of beef jerky be the thing that's powering the world.
I'm sure it fucking hurts.
Oh yeah. No, being immolated is not fun. Dark Souls 2 players know this very well. Because there is a pyromancy called Immolate that just... It's just unusably bad. It's so awful.
Does it just do damage to you?
It does damage to you and enemies within a very close radius to you, but not at a rate that makes it worth it. Anyways, that's Dark Souls. Yeah, kind of bummed this last episode didn't go exactly the way that I had in mind, but yeah, this was still a very fun playthrough. The Dragon Bone Fist is not as bad as I thought it would be. Once I got used to how bad the range was, I think that was the main thing. But like the rest of the playthrough was pretty good.
It went better than I think we thought.
Yeah, I mean, I was fully expecting to have to like throw myself at bosses like the Four Kings or Artorias or Manus like 4 or 5 different times. I think I died to Manus 4 times total, and that's like the most boss deaths that I had this entire playthrough, which is kind of crazy. Oh, I forgot to show off the secret with the Sanctuary Guardian. After you beat Manus, and maybe also Calamite is required, if you go back to the area where you fought the Sanctuary Guardian, there are just 2 Sanctuary Guardians, and you can fight them both at the same time.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is kind of insane that that's even like a thing that can happen. Yeah, I just figured I would mention that because that's not something that a whole lot of people know about. But yeah, if you made it this far in the Let's Play, first of all, comment and let us know. And let us know who your favorite character is. Bonus points if there's someone I murdered today. And we will see you in the next Let's Play, whatever that may be. Thank you very much for joining us. Goodbye.
Blah.